Yo, what is good, y'all? It has been so long since I posted a video. I know I've been very busy with college. I'm a full-time student now, but I'm back now. It's that time of year where we're going to be unboxing another set of headphones, and as you can see, this looks like the QC Ultras that I already unboxed. This is the second generation, all right? And right here, I have the Gen 1s, and as you can see already on the box, they're very identical. This is the driftwood sand color. I went with this color because I thought it'd be the closest to the sandstone color on the Gen 1s. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox these. And I'm not gonna mess this recording up this time. The camera is right here. It's not on my laptop. Alright, you guys will see it right now. So first off, you start right here. You got this pull tab. It's just like that. Alright. Make sure y'all can see it this time. I'm looking at my computer right now just to see what I'm doing. Okay, alright. Right here you got the box. Alright. Very similar setup as you guys can see. Similar unboxing process to the Gen 1s. But, I mean, I don't really see a need to change up the unboxing style. Oh. There's no plastic paper on it? Okay, well. Let me just go ahead and put this off to the side. Okay, as I can already see from the color of the case, it is definitely lighter of a color. And yeah, here's the very nice case. Feels pretty much the exact same as Gen 1's. But yeah, here is the big reveal. Are y'all ready? Let me make sure they don't fall out the case this time either. Alright, here we go. We open them up. And this is what they look like. This is what you guys are seeing in real life. This is what the color looks like. This is driftwood sand. I really like this chrome accent. A lot of people online didn't really like the chrome accent. They preferred the matte finish on the Gen 1s. But I don't know. I mean, I'm personally a fan of it, actually. It's very nice. The logos are like, how do I describe it? It's like it's kind of like raised, and it's like also has like a gloss finish to it as well. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take them out the case, show them up closer. So yeah, this is what the driftwood sand color looks like. Now, I was kind of nervous for a second, like what was going to be different from the white smoke color, because this is definitely a lot like closer to the white smoke color in real life. You know what? In fact, just to show y'all how much lighter these in color these headphones are to Gen 1s. So this right here is Gen 1. This is the sandstone color, and then this right here is Gen 2 in the driftwood sand color. And as you can see, it is definitely a lighter shade. So, yeah. Well, honestly, at least it's not. I'm touching the ear cups right now, and so far they are not as much of a fingerprint magnet like my sandstone color. Yeah, I am gonna warn y'all right now if you want to get the not the driftwood sand. If you want to get the sandstone color in the Gen 1s, it's a little fingerprint magnet. I will warn you right now, but it's not as bad as the black color. And yeah, I'm glad I kind of got this color now, because the colors that they have in this option, they actually have a lot more colors that they started off with compared to the Gen 1s. Gen 1 started off with sandstone, white smoke, and black. But now with these, when these released, they had like 5 colors. They have driftwood sand, which is the color here, white smoke, black, midnight violet, and desert gold. I was tempted to get the desert gold color because it's like a black and like gold color. Right, very beautiful, I must say. But I personally, this might sound crazy, but I'm not that much of a fan of like black headphones. That's not to be raised. I will definitely update y'all on what I think about these, and if there's any crazy jump from Gen 1 to Gen 2 online. Not much increases, but regardless, I definitely needed like a new set of headphones, because for some reason Bose does not have earpad replacements for the sandstone colorway. Still, like they only have white and black, and I hope that later on they release all earpad colors for the Gen 2. Although since that these headphones are pretty light color, I could get away with the white smoke color earpads. But yeah, let me just show y'all what torture the ear pads, like the stock ear pads on my Gen 1s have gone through. Look at this. I'm gonna have to censor that out. And yeah, huge thing that I hope that they improved and fixed, and I kind of think they did because the stitching looks a little different. So the Gen 1s had this really bad issue with the ear pads where they would burst open, sort of, and it's just from like wear and tear. I've never seen Bose headphones do this. The QC 45s and 35s did not have this issue. Oh, at least with me. It was mostly just flaking on the surface. But with these, no. People on like online, you can look it up on Reddit as well. It's a very common issue. All right, that the ear pads, like the stitching around it, it's like a very like cheap glue that they used, and it was like bound to happen. So yeah, that was a design failure on Bose's half. But I'm really hoping that they improved it with Gen 2 because I don't know if I can show y'all, but like the stitching around it looks a little different. Like it looks more high quality, I would say. I will update y'all on what I think about this. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording, get these headphones set up and installed on the Bose Music app, and I'm gonna give y'all what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I think about first impressions, just trying the headphones on. Alright, what's good, y'all? I'm back. I now have the headphones on my head, and right off the bat, can I tell any differences? So, comfort is absolutely amazing. Alright, I mean, that's kind of expected because both headphones have, like, pretty much, like, literally the exact same build. It just, except they have chrome, like, on the extendable arms. I do want to say, what I've noticed is that the extendable arms are fingerprint magnets. So, you will have to, like, wipe these down, like, to get rid of the smudges of like your fingerprint because they will show up in the light, of course. But yeah, this is what they look like. What I can do right now is I will do a microphone comparison of the two headphones right now because I can do that just to see what y'all think, just show like a difference right off the bat. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, I connected the microphone to my a microphone for the headset to my laptop now. Small complaint. For some reason, connecting these was kind of painful. For some reason, they just they were like refusing to acknowledge my laptop. It's weird, but yeah, I have it up and running now. Here's what the music app looks like. All right, sorry if my ring light is getting in the way, but yeah, you virtually have the same exact settings as the Gen 1s. But yeah, this is what the microphone sounds like in a quiet environment. I literally have like one fan running, and that's about it. I'll put all my fans on like the maximum speed to like make it get a little noisy and see how it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the Gen 1s to my computer now. All right, this is my Gen 1 headphones on now, and this is again in a quiet environment. All right, this is just what the headphones microphone sounds like in a quiet environment. I'm gonna still make a noisy test, turn on all the fans in my room for the highest setting. I have a stand fan that's kind of loud, so yeah, I think that'll be a good test to see how these headphones will do in a noisy environment. So yeah. Okay, guys, this is a voice test or a mic test in a noisy environment. I have my stand fan on maximum speed, pretty loud in here. This is what the voice sounds like. This is what my voice sounds like. From the Gen 2 headphones. I will switch to the Gen 1s now. I now have a. Oh, okay, this is what the Gen 1 headphones sound like in a noisy environment. I will also tell y'all how noisy it is in here with all my fans running on the maximum speed. So, just for evidence, so I'm not, BSing or anything like that. But yeah, this headphones sound like in a noisy environment. So expect your voice to sound like this if you're talking to someone in like, a noisy environment. Like if you're on a I don't know if you're on like a bus or anything like that, or you're out in the city, and, a bunch of background chatter going on. Expect your voice to sound roughly about like this in like a noisy environment. So yeah. Okay, this is everything you're hearing right now in the background. This is what I tested the environment in. So yeah, it's pretty loud in here actually. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up to the fullest potential, but yeah, it's pretty loud in here. So yeah. Okay, so after listening to like the footage that I've texted between these two headphones, by the way, for some reason I'm using OBS and I cannot pause my recordings at all for whatever reason, so I'm having to stop the recording and split every single time you see me stop the video into segments. So yeah, it's very irritating. But after listening to the footage between the two headphones, there is definitely an improvement, I will say, on the Gen 2 when it comes to like blocking out those background noises in a mic test. I'll still compare the noise cancellation between these two, and like I'm gonna do a full depth review of between these two headphones. And yeah, one thing I will like to say right off the bat, I kind of noticed that the transparency mode on the Gen 2s is ever so slightly weaker. Like for some reason, it sounds more natural on the Gen 1s. Gen 2, it sounds natural, but it's like ever so slightly muffled when you compare the two side by side. So, yeah. But other than that, I am excited to try out these headphones and get to see what's more. Also, one very important thing that I would like to share off, like right off the bat. So, let me get those headphones. So, people online were complaining that these headphones have like a creaking sound or whatever. Like when you ever turn your head or anything like that. I'm not noticing it on this one, so yeah, this seems to be a very common issue. So I definitely don't want to say this is something that they just fixed with Gen 2 because it happened on my Gen 1s, and I kind of found like you just kind of maybe break the headphones in, and that's kind of the case because like if I stretch these headphones out like right next to like the microphone, they don't really have any creaking noise. Like listen, whoops, I accidentally hit my microphone with it. Yeah, there's no really any creaking. With Gen 2, I didn't really hear any creaking either. There's like a faint amount of creaking, like just very faint, but like, it's nothing crazy. And like when I turn my head and on everything like with these, I'm not hearing any popping noises. I heard it with Gen 1, and it didn't really happen that much as people like said it happened, but it was a noticeable issue, and it doesn't happen anymore now. 2 years later, with those with the Gen 1s and Gen 2s, this like the first day with these, and I'm not hearing that. So yeah, I don't want to say it's safe to say with the Gen 2s, but it's something to I still think this is something that was important to bring to people's attention. So yeah, and one last thing before I end the video, these finally have USB-C audio. And just to show y'all real quick, hold up. I've done an unboxing on these headphones, and I don't know why I haven't released a video to it. I think I will, but I actually unboxed the Bowers and Wilkins last year, and they have USB-C audio listening. All right, fantastic feature by the way, because you can listen to audio through a USB-C cable. All right, and basically like get lossless audio. And you can use the headphones while they're charging. So while you're listening to music through the USB-C connection, it charges the headphones. I hope it does the same case with Gen 2 because Bose does advertise that these now support USB-C audio listening. Gen 1 didn't have that. If you wanted to like listen to audio through like something else other than Bluetooth, you had to use the cable, the short cable that they provided. I forgot, by the way, yeah. If you open up the case, this pouch right here, you are provided with two cables. Right here is the audio cable. Oh my gosh, the camera's over here. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still learning. So yeah, you're provided with a 2.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter. I don't know why they keep using it. Alright, like Sony and everyone else uses the 3.5 millimeter connector, and some even I actually know my Bowers and Wilkins actually used like a 3.5 millimeter to a USB-C connection, because these actually don't have a like an audio port. It's only a USB-C port on the Bowers and Wilkins. I will compare like all three of like the collection of my headphones in like a full depth review soon, and yeah, I definitely look forward to doing that and getting used to getting more usage with the Gen 2 headphones. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up now. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Happy holidays to those who are celebrating today, and yeah, I will see y'all then with the full depth review on my headphone collection. Alright? Goodbye!